Hi, I'm working on problem E9-20. Prepare income statements under variable and absorption costing for the year ending December 31st, 2014. So first I'm going to calculate the units produced, which is sales plus ending inventory minus beginning inventory. Okay, so it is the sales, it's 355,000 units plus the ending inventory minus the beginning, which when I calculate, I got 306,000. So next, we are going to find the revenue. To find the revenue, it's sales minus selling price. Sales times selling price. So equal to sales 355,000 times the selling price 20. Got 7,100,000. Okay. And now I'm going to calculate the variable cost of goods sold. To calculate the beginning, you take beginning inventory times variable manufacturer cost per unit, including direct material. So the beginning is 84,000 times the variable manufacturer cost per unit, including direct material, $4.90. Okay. Next, to calculate the variable manufacturer cost, you take the variable manufacturer cost per unit, including direct material, times the units produced, which is the 306 right here. Okay. Okay, so to calculate the cost of goods sold, just add them together, the beginning and the variable manufacturer cost. Okay. To calculate the deduct ending inventory, it's equal to here, the same amount, variable manufacturing cost per unit, including direct material, times the ending inventory, which is the 35,000. Okay. So since it's deduct, I'm going to multiply this by, let me see, go to multiply this by -1. So when I do my calculation, it will be negative. It will be subtract. Okay. So variable cost of goods sold, you minus the cost of goods sold by the ending inventory. Go to 1,911,000 minus the 71,500. Do this way. I got 1,739,500. Okay. And to get the variable operating costs, I'm going to take the variable operating marketing cost per unit sold times the sale. Times the sale, which is the 355,000. Okay, we got 603,500. And the contribution margin, take revenue minus variable operating costs. Revenue minus the variable cost of goods sold, and you minus the variable operating costs. Equal to minus variable costs and minus variable operating. I got 4,757,000. Okay, and to get the fixed operating costs, it was given. It's this one I have on data. Okay, and fixed operating costs. This one right here is the fixed manufacturing overhead costs, and the fixed operating costs also given to marketing. Okay, so now the operating income loss is, I'm gonna take the contribution margin minus the fixed manufacturing overhead and minus the fixed operating overhead. Okay. Okay, so we are done with variable costing. So now we're doing absorption costing. So for absorption costing, the revenue is the same thing. You take sale times selling price. Go to sales times selling price is 20. Okay, and then, so before I move on, the units produced is the same thing, sales times ending inventory minus beginning. So it's 306,000. Okay, and then I'm going to calculate this on the side as well. So to get the fixed manufacturing overhead allocation rate per unit, first, to get the fixed allocation rate, you have to take the fixed manufacturing overhead divided by the denominator to get this amount, which is 215, and then you take 215 divided by the standard production, which is, for the data, just 50, and then you get the fixed manufacturing overhead allocation per rate. Okay. cost of goods sold, the beginning is a little bit different than the variable costing. So you take the beginning, I have the formula on the side. Okay, so it's variable manufacture cost per unit, including direct material, plus the fixed manufacturer overhead rate per unit, this amount right here. You plus them together and then you type the beginning inventory. So let's do that. So this, so beginning inventory equal to beginning time variable time equaling DM plus the rate close parenthesis. So we got 772,800. Okay. So variable manufacturer cost, to get that, you take variable manufacturer cost per unit, including DM, times unit produced. Okay. So equal to $490 times the units produced, which is this one, 306,000. So then you get 1,499,400. Okay. To get the allocated fixed manufacturing costs, you take units produced, units product times fixed manufacturer overhead allocation rate per unit. Okay, so equal to the units produced, which is 306 times the rate right here, 4.3. Then you get 1,315,800. Okay. And then the cost of goods sold, again, you add them up. So equal the sum. Beginning variable manufacturer costs and allocated fixed manufacturer costs. Okay. To get the ending inventory, you take, I wrote the formula here, the beginning inventory times variable manufacturer costs per unit, including DM plus fixed manufacturer overhead rate per unit. To 84,000 units for the beginning. Time the fixed manufacturer, which is the 4.90 plus fixed manufacturer overhead allocated rate 4.3. Close parenthesis. And then I think I did something wrong here. This is supposed to be plus. Okay. Something's not right. So beginning inventory. Times 4,000 times, see, 80